you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends? Probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money. Yeah.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
And Gervonta Tank Davis just been released to the public. We know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them two?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Gervonta Davis recently addressed the cancellation of his highly anticipated fight with Lamont Roach, breaking his silence on the matter and shedding light on the situation that left fans deeply disappointed. The much anticipated matchup had generated tremendous excitement, but unforeseen circumstances ultimately caused the event to collapse.
Okay. So I do it for myself, but I do it for the people with me. My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah.
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap.
But it's got to be more than that. Nah, he's strategic. He's setting guys up. He been boxing since a little kid, just like I've been boxing since a little kid. And you can tell, like, with the experience. Even with his last fight with Frank Martin, you can see Frank Martin was more so an amateur. Like, the experience he got is not on the level of, like...
The lead up to the Gervonta Davis-Lamont Roach fight was characterized by relentless preparation and soaring expectations. Both fighters poured themselves into rigorous training regimens, with Gervonta Davis honing his skills and maintaining peak physical form to ensure he was ready for the challenge. The bout was widely viewed as a pivotal moment in Davis' career, a chance to further cement his status as one of boxing's elite. For Roach, the fight represented a golden opportunity to face a formidable opponent and potentially secure a career-defining triumph.
A big 35. I don't see why people like, oh, you brought up a smaller guy, woo-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, to me personally, I'm not stunned that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. They're going to keep saying that.
Believes he's going to knock you out, get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're going to beat everybody, like, anyway. But if you're saying specifically pick me because I'm going to be an easy cakewalk, everybody in the world knows that's not gonna happen. I mean, like, that's not gonna happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am gonna be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
In his interview, Gervonta Davis conveyed profound disappointment over the cancellation, sharing that he had dedicated countless hours to training and made significant sacrifices to prepare for the fight.
He's doing this fight for money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times? In the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial.
You're cordial?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
He cool to me.
He's cool to you?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has?
No, he hasn't.
He has not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm confirming that. He hasn't said
anything.
He has not
said anything differently. So does it confirm people's suspicion that he purposefully picked you, not only because you're cordial, but because he...
The news of the cancellation was a devastating blow not only to Davis, but also to his team, who had worked tirelessly by his side. Gervonta Davis stressed that the decision to cancel the fight was beyond his control and acknowledged the frustration and disappointment his fans were experiencing.
I think he chose me because I am going to be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis explained that the cancellation stemmed from unforeseen circumstances beyond his and his team's control. Although he refrained from providing specific details, he he alluded to logistical challenges and complications that emerged during the lead up to the fight. Davis expressed regret that these issues could not be resolved in time and acknowledged the efforts made by both teams to salvage the event.
His ass for y'all talk.
Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give
I better be quiet.
I don't give a if y'all was
all
quiet,
that
if y'all
ski
was,
mask
if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud.
We got the
what
whole
y'all
hood
fucking
over
talking
there.
about?
Like, twist it up. I don't give a
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none
My
of that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all-
gonna get
none of
up
y'all
over here.
face
When do
up.
what do I look like getting up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he going
Despite the setback, Gervonta Davis remained hopeful and optimistic about the future, expressing his determination to step back into the ring as soon as possible.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you up. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Stop. Y'all know
like
what's going
that.
on. Y'all know
like
how
that.
I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will...
Many critics contend that the upcoming fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach seems more like a cash grab than a truly competitive matchup.
For money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times in the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial.
You're cordial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
He cool to me.
He's cool to you.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has?
Nah, he hasn't.
He has not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
confirming that. He hasn't said
Yeah,
that.
not only because you're cordial, but because he believes he's gonna knock you out, get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're gonna beat everybody.
Critics suggest that Tank selected Roach because he sees him as an easy opponent, someone he can defeat with minimal effort. Meanwhile, Roach is accused of accepting the fight primarily for the lucrative payday rather than genuine competition.
Easy when he fought Frank Martin.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head.
Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked. Leak me if that was true. Either way, for whatever reason, El Rayo fell apart. The options were just getting diabolical. All right, I understand that. At the same time, Lamont Roach versus Tank is trash. If Devin Haney announced he was fighting Lamont Roach coming up from 130 next, at 135, I'll say that shit's trash. Let me tell you this. To me, Gervonta is far better than Devin Haney. So it's trash, bruh.
Highly anticipated fight with Lamont Roach, breaking his silence on the matter and shedding light on the situation that left fans deeply disappointed. The much anticipated matchup had generated tremendous excitement, but unforeseen circumstances ultimately caused the event to collapse.
good spirits if I had an 8 today. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Obviously, an important fight for you. Every fight at this point is an important fight for you because of what you know is looming. It's close. I was just talking to Oscar about, another successful fight. You're this close to a potential Gervonta Davis fight. Like, what does that feel like for you at this stage in your career?
It feels good because, this is the things that we worked for. Me being number 2 in the WBA, it's just like a dream come true almost. I didn't collect the belt yet, but I worked my whole life for this, me and my dad, So when the opportunity presents itself, we're going to be more than ready. But it's a dream come true, really.
The lead up to the Gervonta Davis-Lamont Roach fight was characterized by relentless preparation and soaring expectations. Both fighters poured themselves into rigorous training regimens, with Gervonta Davis honing his skills and maintaining peak physical form to ensure he was ready for the challenge. The bout was widely viewed as a pivotal moment in Davis' career, a chance to further cement his status as one of boxing's elite. For Roach, the fight represented a golden opportunity to face a formidable opponent and potentially secure a career-defining triumph.